A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that has sparked international debate, the Trump administration has imposed sanctions on 4 judges from the International Criminal Court, ICC, accusing them of engaging in what it describes as illegitimate and baseless actions against the United States and its ally, Israel. The sanctions follow a series of controversial rulings made by the ICC, including an arrest warrant for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and an investigation into alleged war crimes committed by U.S. personnel in Afghanistan. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced the sanctions, stating that the ICC has become politicized and is overstepping its authority by targeting American nationals and their allies. This dangerous assertion and abuse of power infringes upon the sovereignty and national security of the United States and our allies, including Israel, Rubio declared in a written statement. The 4 judges affected by the sanctions are Rain Adelaide Sophie Alapini Gonzo from Benin, Beatty Holler from Slovenia, Salome Balungi Bassa from Uganda, and Luz del Carmen Ibanez Carranza from Peru. As a result of the sanctions, their U.S.-based assets will be frozen, and American entities are prohibited from conducting any transactions with them. The judges have been involved in investigations that the Trump administration vehemently opposes, particularly those concerning Israeli military actions in Gaza and the West Bank, as well as the conduct of U.S. military personnel in Afghanistan. The ICC responded to the sanctions with a statement emphasizing the importance of judicial independence and accountability, arguing that such measures only serve to undermine the court's ability to function effectively. The court's statement condemned the sanctions as a clear attempt to stifle accountability efforts, asserting that targeting those seeking justice for civilians caught in conflict only emboldens impunity. This development follows a history of tension between the U.S. government and the ICC, particularly during Trump's first term, when sanctions were previously imposed on ICC officials investigating U.S. military actions. These earlier sanctions were lifted by the Biden administration, but the recent actions indicate a renewed commitment by Trump to challenge the court's authority. The ICC has been scrutinized for its investigations into alleged war crimes, especially those involving Israel, which, like the U.S., is not a party to the Rome Statute that established the court. The ICC's chief prosecutor Karim Khan, who issued the arrest warrants for Netanyahu and other Israeli officials, is currently under investigation for unrelated allegations of misconduct. This situation raises questions about the future of international justice and the role of the ICC in holding powerful nations accountable for their actions. As the Trump administration continues to assert its position against the ICC, the implications for international legal norms and human rights accountability remain to be seen. The U.S. has long maintained that it operates outside the jurisdiction of the ICC, arguing that its military operations and those of its allies should not be subject to international scrutiny. The sanctions against the ICC judges have drawn criticism from human rights advocates, who argue that they aim to deter the court from seeking accountability for grave crimes committed in conflict zones. As the situation unfolds, it remains to be seen how the ICC will respond to these sanctions and whether they will impact ongoing investigations into alleged war crimes in Israel and Palestine. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.